I can do it? Well, okay, fine. Let's see what he says.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning.
Qual reuniãozinha?
Of course. I will admit what I'm proposing involves a little more cloak and dagger than the usual business meeting. But we both know that's how the game plays sometimes. It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect.
Esse lugar Neon é perigoso?
Exceedingly. The free market there is in full effect. Anything goes as long as you have the money. We'll be taking advantage of that.
Vamos lá.
That settles it then. We just need to make a few stops when we get to the city, and then the drinks will be on me.
As long as the drinking comes after the negotiation, or whatever this is going to entail.
It'll be easy, I promise. I'll ride passenger on your ship until we get to Neon. Just let me know when you're ready to set off.
Bem, por mim, já vamos. Depois eu tenho que conversar com todo aquele povo.
I admit I'm a little excited.
E Neon, a gente tem algumas coisinhas para fazer em Neon. Olá, rapaziada, como é que vocês estão? Espero que sejam bem. Vamos aí a mais um episódio de Starfield. E neste episódio, o Walter conseguiu um certo contato misterioso. E está vendendo um artefato roubado. Ele roubou o artefato de alguém, provavelmente pode ser um dos artefatos que nós estamos atrás. Só que é claro, para isso, a transação vai ter que ocorrer em Neon, um lugar onde a lei é um pouco distorcida e o dinheiro é quem manda. Mas antes de mais nada, vamos ao nosso pequeno ritual padrão. Pega um de petisco, chama os amigos e bora se divertir, mas deixa que ele já quer esse coração. E se não for inscrito, já aproveita e se inscreve. Bora lá. Temos coisinhas para fazer em nenhuma. Todo mundo quer conversar com a gente. Tipo, meu protagonista é Pop. Pop.
So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple. What happened? What did you see? Sounds like we need more data to me. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed.
Mas minha percepção do universo, sim.
Hold up a second. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in what? Superpowers?
Provavelmente.
Enough. Maybe we can run some tests later. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power. I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. Just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting. I know now isn't the best time, but I need to talk with you later. I'm all ears.
Eu vou precisar perguntar por que eu tudo pronto para voltar para estrelas.
Do you have something in mind, or do you just want to pick a star and see what's there? I'm up for anything.
If you get into trouble, Barrett, you know where to find me.
Of course, friend.
Quero ter sua companhia ativa.
Yes? Did you need something?
Ah, a gente troca desse jeito.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheese.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
Agora entendi. Pô, é bem facinho, não precisa dispensar ninguém, é
Do you have
só
a
fazer...
second? Sam
Ah,
and I
não.
were just having a discussion, and I wanted someone else's input.
I think it's more accurate to say that you and I have now both been cornered, but sure.
I'd like to, you know, get in shape, do some working out. So I asked Vladimir for some tips, and he basically said weightlifting was a bad idea.
Are you sure that's what he said, or is it just what you heard?
Anyway, so I wanted to get Sam's opinion on it, and he pretty much said the same thing.
Okay, since now you've been fully roped into this, let's all just take a step back. I had simply pointed out that if you take a look at Mateo, weightlifting isn't necessarily the first thing that comes to mind. I was wondering whether there might be a better option for him, and just sort of musing in general about the idea of sticking to things you're inclined to, versus going out and trying something completely new. Well, what's your take on it? You think it's better to stick to what you know, or to take any opportunity to try something that's maybe outside your comfort zone?
Fitness, levantamento de peso não é brincadeira, você tem que tomar cuidado, você não pode se machucar, com certeza.
I feel like maybe you dodged the question there, but okay. Also, I bet you 10 credits Vlad said something similar.
Of course I'd be careful. Anyway, thanks. I think I'm gonna try it. And don't worry, I'll be sure and ask Vladimir for pointers.
Hey, we'll support you no matter what. Just get hurt is all.
Né? Você não tem nada,
Now that
né?
we have a moment, I
Ah.
wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare. That's distressing, but to be expected, I suppose. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind?
Uhum. Leve-me pro seu... Honestamente, tô morrendo de medo.
Well, good. I'm pleased to hear that. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone.
Estou começando porque acho que foi
It's a
construído por
possibility
alienígenas.
I've considered, but I'm not 100% convinced. The only thing we can be certain of is that the technology we've encountered points to beings that live outside the settled systems. Perhaps. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall. As far as Constellation's concerned, you're the first human we're aware of that's ever encountered one of these places. Now, whether you consider that lucky or not, that's another matter entirely. Oh, believe me, this is positively exhilarating. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere? Perhaps. We'll need more data to be sure. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed. Well, yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you've acquired. This is all scientifically speaking, of course. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
Ok.
Sure. I've got
Quem mais que precisa falar com a gente? Você
Anything to
também?
make it through is a victory in my book. Where to begin? That temple? The hell was that? I've been from one end of the settle systems to the other more times than I could count. But I've never, and I mean never, encountered something like that. I mean, who built it? Why? So many questions. Maybe? For centuries we've been looking for something definitive that says we're not alone out here. I just can't see the UC, Freestar Collective, or House Varun building that thing. The temple. Or maybe it's just some crazy gazillionaire's party temple. The ultra-rich do some seriously crazy things. Somehow I doubt it. That's a good word for it. And what you can do? I am not a scientist, not in the least. But that ability, power, is just plain scientifically impossible.
Uhum. Fez quase que mágico.
Okay, just don't say that back at the lodge. Someone would blow a gasket if you suggested that. Forget about me, how are you? I mean, whatever happened, it could have deep physiological effects. I hope not mental. And even if everything's perfect, still, I can't imagine what's going through your head.
Vontade de miolos humanos. Brincadeira. Eu quero focar no que fazer seguir, não como eu sinto. Na verdade, estou me sentindo bem, bem até demais.
Not disturbing. No, not at all.
O que você veio fazer aqui? Ouvir a conversa. Curioso.
Assuming they even believe us.
É?
Hey, Barrett.
I feel like
Don't
I've
you
been
still
waiting
owe me
my whole
100
life for
credits?
this. Constellation,
kidding
the
me?
artifacts.
Mateo said he'd cover
That
me.
doesn't sound crazy. This is all
What?
exciting, but
You said that last week.
there's
Come on.
really a lot of pressure on us,
All right,
isn't there?
you got me. I'll
You
scrape
and
something
me
together
both.
for you.
The implications are staggering. Obviously, we don't know anything for certain, at least not yet, but there sure seems to be a connection between these temples and the artifacts. So it would follow that someone or something built them. Both the temples and the artifacts. That alone it's huge, isn't it?
Quem de nós é
You
alienígena?
said it, not me. I'll concede it's a possibility, but it's only 1 in a million. As much as we'd like to, we can't jump to conclusions just yet. That might end up being the understatement of all time. But really, we can't get ahead of ourselves. We just need to focus on our next steps. More research, documenting our findings, and not jumping to conclusions, no matter how enticing that might be. Take care of yourself.
Eu também. Todo mundo já
I know
terminou de falar
everyone's
comigo.
excited by the artifacts, but ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people. Before I say anything, I need to clarify that I have no formal medical training.
Tá bom.
So with that in mind, I think so. I know I said the scans weren't normal, but I would differentiate that from dangerous or concerning. I plan on keeping an eye on you, but you seem to have adapted to the changes. You're feeling okay, right?
Uhum. Deixa eu ver quando começar a crescer braços e pernas
I'm
extras.
not a doctor, but I do have eyes. I think that helps. I have no reason to expect anything that drastic will happen. But we are in uncharted waters here, so I guess you'd just be extra handy to have around.
Né?
Then, depending on what different means, we do some more scans, talk it over with the group, and make a decision. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Hey, Dad. Will you?
Okay, well, if I were a doctor, I would absolutely advise against that for a variety of reasons.
I like that very much.
But I'll take it as a positive sign for now. For now, just relax. We're all behind you, and we'll take care of you if we need to.
Voices for the characters?
And if you wake up in the middle of the night to find me standing over you, taking scans or drawing blood, just take it in stride. I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. Probably. Stay safe, okay?
Tá bom. Pronto, terminando de falar com todo mundo assim, mais ou menos. Espero que não tenha esquecido ninguém. Se eu esqueci, fica pra próxima. Tudo que o dinheiro pode comprar. Vamos para Neon. Vamos dobrar. Dobra. Dobra.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Neon. Bora pousar. Por que eu tô achando que por esse nome vai ser tipo um mini cyberpunk? Mini cyberpunk? É um mini cyberpunk. Não. Basiquinho demais. Caraca, quanta chuva. A gente tá tipo numa coisa... Uma plataforma no meio do mar. Interessante. Tirar minhas fotinhos. Bem-vindo, Neon. Meu cartãozinho postal. Pera, tem alguém aqui, ó. Ah, é você.
Smell that?
No end what can
Construction,
be accomplished when
incense,
there are
industrial
credits to be
chemicals
made.
of every kind. But they still can't get rid of the odor of chasm bass.
Roubá-lo abisso.
Native species of fish. I often wonder what would have happened if they'd never found out about the psychotropic effects.
Eita.
I mean, on paper, a rich protein source is far more practical value than a recreational drug. But theory loses out once again to practice. Something to do with chasm bass's natural oils.
Óleos naturais do roubá-lo abisso. As pessoas estão ficando loucas com óleos naturais do peixe.
We need to stop by the Stroud Ekman offices. There are certain authorization procedures when large funds are being transferred, even for something like this.
Ok. Então vamos pra lá. É, eu acho que é um... Como fala? É um mundo totalmente aquoso.
Security cares far more about what you take with you when you leave Neon than the effort to make this place livable is
Pois é.
astounding.
Eita preula.
No end what can be accomplished when there are credits to be made.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire.
Caraca.
So, what was the plan, Misha? Smuggle the Aurora into King City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right?
Só esqueceu que tava andando com isso.
Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. boss. That's Administrator Bayou's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Ixi. Ele com o Nesha na prisão. Ô, gente.
Catherine Lucian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Murder. Yeah, right. Hysterical old broad.
Ô, moça, aperta pra mim o 16 aí. Aperta pra mim ou tá difícil? Tá difícil. É um mini cyberpunk. É um mini cyberpunk mesmo. Eu já tiro as minhas fotinhas maravilhosas. Diga X. E. Onde é que eu tenho que ir, meu? Aliás, eu tô pensando em fazer a série de Cyberpunk. Mas eu não sei como que eu vou fazer. Nem o que eu vou começar. Não. Antes de ir, eu quero dar uma olhadinha no que mais tem aqui. Eu tô curioso. Geralmente esses negócios tem muita coisa. Galbank. Cheiro selvagem do capitalismo. Coffee. Negocinho pra café. A gente tomar umas biritas de café. Ó, melhor que peixe é alucinógeno. Vamos lá. Aqui sei lá o que é. Que isso? Clichê da Huge Industries. Candidatura de emprego. Sobre nós, nossas subsidiárias. Sobre nós. Entregar hoje a melhor tecnologia e melhoria de qualidade de vida antes de você precisar amanhã. A Huge Industries tem sido líder de tecnologia desde sua criação. Nós ambicionamos o avanço e acreditamos que sempre o melhor é possível melhorar. Satisfazer o desejo dos clientes é o nosso objetivo número 1. Eu não vou ler isso aqui. Lê quem quer. Pronto. E as últimas notícias. Comemorando 20 anos. Parabéns. Candidaturas de emprego. Boas-vindas ao processo de candidatura de emprego da Huge Indústrias. Todas as perguntas devem ser respondidas para que sua candidatura seja enviada. Experiência profissional. Quantos anos de experiência você tem trabalhando na posição de secretária ou ambiente corporativo? 5 a 9. Quão familiarizado você é com a Huge Industries e suas linhas de produto? Conhecimento básico. Qual a sua proficiência em computadores em relação à digitação e gerenciamento de arquivos? Botar alto. Qual o seu nível de instrução? Superior completo. Você tem histórico de atividades criminosas? Eu não tenho. A candidatura foi concluída. Para submeter sua candidatura oficialmente, selecione enviar candidatura. As respostas não poderão ser modificadas. Compareça à entrevista na Torre Huge. De volta ao trabalho. Tá bom. Mas não agora. Acabou? Ah, não vou pra lá não. Vamos lá. Vamos ver o velho comprar, vender, fazer sei lá o que com o artefato. Aí depois a gente vai lá ver essa entrevista aí de emprego da coisinha. Quer saber? Vamos pra entrevista de emprego da coisinha primeiro. De volta ao trabalho, compareça à entrevista. O velho que espere mais um pouquinho. O Sport Terminal. Aí tipo, a gente pega e...
Careful not to point that thing at me.
Eu vou entrar sim. Me dar um emprego. Nossa, eu apertei sem querer a bodega. Olha, ninguém tá se importando. Ninguém tá se importando. Eu apertei sem querer a bodega. Passei na minha carteira. Nossa, eu vou chegar assim mesmo.
You must be one of the candidates that Imogen Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. And hopefully I have some answers. Oh wow, you're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know. Imogen Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much. Between you and me, I think Imogen is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogen is furious.
É o melhor ir pra entrevista.
Let's not keep Imogen waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way.
Me mostra o caminho, melhor.
Of course, follow me.
Arigato.
This current floor we're on is the main operations level. It's where the grunt work happens for this department.
Gostei das plantinhas, bonitinha.
Data entry, more busy work than you can stand. Most of the people here are technicians that report to Yuko, but there's a handful of operatives that report to Imogen.
I suspect that if I were confined to life in an office like this, someone would end up being stabbed.
I hope I can wrap up this next assignment quick. The Razor Ball tournament starts.
Nossa, tá com cheirinho de máfia.
And here we are. Good luck in there. I'll probably see you on your way out.
Obrigado.
I hope you're more prepared than the last one. Have a seat. The sooner you sit down, the sooner we can get this over with. All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries.
Oi.
I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently our algorithm felt you were a decent match. So let's get this started. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
Porque não iria querer a melhor empresa de tecnologia de sistemas colonizadores. Éramos revolucionários, quero fazer parte do que virá a seguir. Não quer dizer que você só contrata os melhores, então resolvi aparecer. Sei lá.
Excellent question, but enthusiasm can only take you so far. We don't operate on passion alone here, we look for skill. Which brings me to my next question. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
Persuasão, barganha, consigo fechar qualquer negócio. Sei que dou conta desse trabalho e tenho de provar. É só um cargo inicial, qualquer pessoa dá conta. Eu não diria que eu tenho qualificações, mas eu preciso muito de desemprego. Eu não acho que eu tenho, só tô improvisando. Ah, meu Deus do céu. Oh, vocês me coisam agora, hein?
The art of the deal can go a long way here. If what you say is true, you'll have department heads fighting over you in no time. How motivated are you to succeed?
Não vou medir esforço para cumprir minhas tarefas, depende do que eu alcançar. Não me admitir já tá bom. Cumprir minhas tarefas.
At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
Em 5 anos dirigindo a empresa, espero ter um cargo de gerência até lá. Pesquisa e desenvolvimento, fazer parte do futuro da tecnologia. Gosto de complexidade e segurança. Vida que dure 5 meses. 5 anos. Sei lá, vou no terceiro.
You've certainly come to the right place for that. Considering your education, I'm sure you could reasonably find a place in that department. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Tá bom. Pegue o café em Terra Brew. Fure a fila se tiver fila, que com certeza vai ter fila. E a gente vai ter que falar da Imogen. Com certeza absoluta. Opa. E o velho tá lá esperando. Ah, velho, espera aí. Vamos abrir mais uma facção. Vamos abrir mais uma, mais uma. E a gente faz as missões. Tem fila, não falei?
Yes? What? Hi! It's alarming! Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you?
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk. getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen just to get replaced by this nobody?
Eita, que vai ter treta. O que aconteceu?
Who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal. You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead.
Lamento.
Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me.
Eita preula.
I believe you have grossly misunderstood the situation. If you put the gun down, perhaps
Eita
we can
preula,
come
que o
to an
negócio.
understanding.
Eita. Calma. Calma, vamos conversar.
I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job.
Calma.
And I'll walk
Calma.
away.
Meu Deus, escalou o negócio.
And I think you know where this is headed.
Eu não quero morrer, não. Pra ter certeza que dá pra todo mundo ser contente dessa história. Não! Ai, meu Deus, não quero morrer, não. Não tenho certeza que podemos pensar em algo. Pô, eu tô tentando ser amigável.
Don't make me laugh. I pull this trigger, you're dead. Looks like I'll be doing Ryujin one last favor after all. You're dead.
Anyone who pulls a gun should be prepared to use it, or for the consequences of doing so. To de-escalate the situation. Little else to do. What is it?
So, yes. Well, that just made my day more interesting. Look, I don't want any trouble, but I'd get fired if I didn't call security to get this body out of here.
Tá bom, só me dá o café.
Ryujin ASAP and let Miss Salzo know if I were you.
Tá, quem é esse cara?
His name was Tomohigashi. He'd been working pretty hard to move up at Ryujin for about a year now. It probably wasn't going to happen anytime soon for him. There's a lot of competition, and he'd already been passed up twice. Well, Ryujin, really. For a tech company, they're pretty good at cleaning up messes. Just be sure to let her know.
Cheirinho de máfia.
Secret is probably the worst thing you could do.
Não parece muita balada.
I grew up on Eb's side, so stuff like this is pretty common. Although it doesn't make it any easier to witness. Believe me.
Fale com o Imogene.
Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training. Perfect marriage. Here at Stround Elevators, and you'll enter a world unlike.
Caramba.
Maybe if I move to the volleyball field.
Because everything.
Você sobe no próximo. Eu não sou obrigado. Eita preula. Gostei desse lugar.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup?
Uma situação com ex-funcionário.
Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations. You've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
None of this was ideal, but at least something can be salvaged from the situation.
Né? Explique minha nova
Let me
função.
explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far?
Influenciar os
In any
outros.
case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome.
Manipulação de resultados do
Or
quê?
presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see.
Mas nenhuma pergunta não.
Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Caraca. Agora a música tá tenebrosa. Caramba. Ah, tá aqui.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. For the past 5 years, Tranquility is a recent acquisition and we've only just begun to develop the brand. You may have seen how several vendors carry the product now.
Talvez por causa da gente comprar Terra Brew.
Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up. Which, from the sound of it, might be often.
Qualquer erro?
Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost.
Entendido.
Good. Then it appears we have nothing left to discuss. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Ou seja, dependendo de como eu faço as missões pra eles, eu posso receber menos.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations. Likewise. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be?
Como assim? Como assim?
Of course. Journalists are pretty quick at putting 2 and 2 together. And I get the pleasure of making sure those connections are never made. Or,
Isso daqui é uma Yakuza. Com certeza. Garantir resultados. Ah, não precisa se preocupar comigo.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Tá bom. Ou seja, a gente vai ter que fazer uma... basicamente vai ser uma de agente secreto aqui. Quer ver?
Finally. Well, let's have a look at you.
Um colírio para os olhos. Não tô aqui pra ficar olhando. Espero que goste do que vê.
That depends on your actions going forward. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any
Eita.
legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse.
Espera, conexões com a
For
patrulha.
one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors. But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price. He's the Freestar Ranger stationed here on Neon, and much
É
to
o que a
my
gente vai ter
dismay,
que conversar com
my
ele
son.
depois.
He could have been
Eita.
an amazing lawyer or businessman, but instead, he's chosen to waste his talents to protect the people of the Freestar Collective.
O filho dela.
Administrator Bayou runs Neon and is on the Freestar Collective's Council of Governors.
Por isso.
We have a long-standing symbiotic relationship due to the contributions that Ryujin Tower brings to Neon. Let's hope your best is good enough.
Tá bom. O filho dela que a gente vai ter que conversar um pouco por causa do roubo da nave.
So, fetching coffee one minute and junior operative the next. Gamden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. I have the glorious job of keeping all the departments supplied with exactly what they need. Anything from rare materials for R&D to slates and design software for marketing. You could say I'm the one aspect of operations that keeps this department legit.
Parece disse que verificou 3 vezes os grãos muito.
Yeah, it's always nice to put names to faces. And we rarely see most of the operatives around here. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions.
Como?
Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness, confidence boosting, and focus. Drone robots for maintenance and security, tranquility for relaxation, armor for protection. Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love and benefit from. Please do. It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Foi agradável a reunião. Melhor do que eu imaginei.
I'm a little busy right now.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
Se for uma trabalheira que vão ter se eu não tomar cuidado. Basicamente dizendo pra não deixar ninguém me pegar.
That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started.
Opa, ganhei de Jax. De volta ao trabalho, entre para Ryujin Industries.
Since we're both competing for a contract right now. My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way. That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get the job done around here. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at CalCorp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Ok. Tudo é confidencial, não dá pra gente fazer absolutamente nada que chame a atenção. Mas assim, por enquanto eu não vou continuar com a missão deles. Eu vou continuar com a missão principal como foco de hoje. Mas a gente já vai começar também as missões deles. Já com isso já são três facções. Eu vou começar a fazer as missões das facções para liberar tudo. Entendeu? Eu não sei se eu vou alternando ou eu vou começar a liberar as facções, tipo, já bastante agora, entendeu? E aí continuar com a principal. Eu acho que eu vou alternando. Até porque, se não me engano, acho que tem mais umas 2 ou 3 facções pra entrar. Ou seja, não são todas as facções ainda que a gente entrou. Mas dá pra você entrar em todas e dá pra você fazer as missões de todas.
Clearly the intent is to get us into the Astral Lounge. Shall we follow the signs?
Eu quero é vir pra cá.
I'm glad I ended up at CalCorp. For the break later.
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here. It's been nonstop
Da Search
interruptions
Corp.
since this morning, and I'm not
É a...
If you'll excuse me.
One of those days, huh?
Peraí. Eu tô no lugar errado.
Stround, we didn't know you were coming in.
It's all right. I just need to have a short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes, allow me to bus you inside.
Pronto.
Isa.
É do outro lado, na verdade.
The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake. Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my partner. And you're just standing right here. Isa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund in our glorious company's branding.
Sei lá.
Oh, aren't you lovely? Walter, wherever did you meet your new friend? I'm jealous.
A colleague from Constellation.
Ah, yes, the daring explorers my partner is so infatuated with. You should hear him reciting that speech.
There's no need to go into that.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. Such passion. If he talked to the board that way, I wouldn't need to placate them so much.
Eu preciso fazer ele passar mais vergonha. Prefiro não saber muitos detalhes. Que história é essa de discurso?
Again, Walter? The founder of Constellation?
Sebastian Banks, his final address before he disappeared.
Agora você vai ter que dar o discurso.
Seconded. Yes. Walter does seem fond of this.
I'm not going to be forced into embarrassment in my own office. The answer is no.
Talk to him about
Okay.
it. Once he cools down, he'll be all ears. Yes? Why are you here, Walter? The board meeting isn't for a while. Our vacations aren't coming up either.
It's the discretionary fund, Issa. I need all of it.
This wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting you've set up at the Astro Lounge, would it?
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack into my files again?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me, can mutual distrust lead to a point where it's actually the same as mutual trust?
Então, reunião você não são longe. Eu também faço provas de amor de forma espionagem. Mano. Eu pulando pelas costas. Eu vou ter que soltar essa.
Oh, don't mind the two of us. Challenging each other intellectually is a cornerstone of our relationship. Now I must point out the obvious. The Astro Lounge. Huh? It's a remarkably insecure location.
That was the point. Neutral territory in the open.
With no leverage. Oh, you must let me help. It's been too long.
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the seller. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage if things go wrong.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the codes on the doors.
Yes, exactly.
Investigar, sondar, entendi.
I'm being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband. We need to go through the fund authorizations anyway.
James Newell is the broker who knows our seller. He'll be able to help you find out more about them. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds since I won't be joining you. Meet me back here. I'm going to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving you to the Neon Sharks, I promise.
Ok. Vamos lá. Ah, esses dois velhos vão fazer outra coisa, isso sim. Eu que não vou ficar lá pra assistir.
Feel like making a purchase today? Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time.
Quem é Rosa?
Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together. Sieghart's Outfitters? Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend you haven't been to his poor excuse for a store off of Bayou Plaza.
Parece que tem
I
pouquinho.
don't have a problem with his place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon.
Tá, calma.
He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon security to keep his place safe. By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money, I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection. A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs. Yeah, sure. If all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy.
Bem, vamos.
I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbass processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since.
Dá pra comprar coisinhas com ele, né?
I have a huge inventory to choose from.
Quero ver o que dá pra... Munição. Opa. Eu não sei se é essa sim, eu acho que essa não. Trajes espaciais. Traje espacial dele. Não, o traje espacial que a gente tem tá bom pra caramba. A gente não vai coisar traje espacial por um bom tempo. Deve ter chance de intimidação. Deve ter chance de diplomacia. De investigação. Pô, gostei disso daqui. Vou colocar na... Que bosta. Mano. Não. Credo. Tem as peças da nave, mas nossa, as peças da nave é muito caro para, quer dizer, é muito pesado para manter aqui. Digihack. Sempre. Acho que por enquanto não tem nada para vender, mas assim.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Digamos que sim.
Information isn't usually free.
Ele recebeu para fazer a ponte entre o vendedor e o Walter. Não vamos pagar de novo.
I don't usually package pieces of intel, but maybe I could. Okay. I don't know much, but I did have one of my freelancers tail the seller back to his place. Sleep Crate 1. Let me write down the unit for you.
Vasculhar o dormitório do vendedor. Ué, não é que não? Núcleo de Leon é aqui. Ah, não, é ali pra lá. Pera aí. Eu acho que é pra lá. A porta é inacessível. Vamos lá. Correspondência 1. Temos uma olhada aqui. Correspondência 2. Correspondência 3. Como discutimos, é preciso mudar aquele objeto de lugar o mais rápido possível. Suponho que esteja sendo observado. É uma questão de tempo, deve ir atrás de você. É perigoso, né? Perigoso, 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 perigoso. Aí o Plaza. Vamos para o núcleo de neon. Master Lounge. Nossa! É muito roxo para meu. Nossa senhora, é muito roxo para meu. Meu velho. Misericórdia, sai da frente, tem muita luz. Pam 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 pam.
Feel like getting zoned? I got what you need. Yeah, you're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, we have plenty of Aurora for sale.
Não uso. Pera, então a Aurora é legal ou não?
Not at the Astral Lounge, my friend. In fact, this is the only place authorized to sell Aurora by order of Administrator Bayou himself. And once you buy it, you can use it anywhere in the Neon that you'd like. Well, except the spaceport, of course.
Você não pode sair e nem entrar com isso. Não uso.
No. Drugs are for street gangs and junkies. Aurora is on an entirely different level. I like to call it an exquisitely crafted, transcendent experience. Only problem is that won't fit on the package. Here, we'll take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure? Oh, Ben and I are good friends. He personally gave me the job here at the Astral Lounge. He's a good man. Cares a lot about the citizens of Neon, making sure they're all employed and well taken care of. A real humanitarian. Pretty amazing, isn't it? That's Borealis, only 19 years old, and yet she produces some of the most heart-pounding, trippiest electronic music you've ever heard. I don't know where she gets her inspiration, but I'm betting all that free Aurora she gets has something to do with it.
Alguma recomendação?
That depends on if you're hungry or thirsty.
Fome.
A bit of a foodie, are we? I can't say I blame you. We're just as renowned for our cuisine here as we are for our drinks. First, let me tempt you with our melon caviar. Delicate, salty spheres of melon, hydroponically grown in our private aqua garden. And to finish, our lounge special strip. A grilled soy-based steak served with a steaming side of chipped potatoes. It's delicious. Anything there sound appetizing? Or are you looking for something else?
E sede.
Alright, well, I've got a couple of specialties of the house you might be interested in. First, there's our best seller, Sangria Astral, which is a curiously refreshing, fruit-infused red wine served in a commemorative bottle. But if your palate is a bit more refined, we have our Bayou Private Reserve, a painstakingly distilled cognac stored in the purest Arcturan crystal. That enough? Or are you hungry as well? Of course.
Cobertura.
Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere else in the settled systems. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away.
235 mil créditos. Por enquanto não, por enquanto não.
But I will be here should you change your mind.
Mas dá pra comprar uma casa daqui. Tem, vou fechar o negócio mais tarde. Queria saber sobre segurança.
The Astral Lounge is one of the safest places in all of Neon. Security is handpicked from the finest officers in the city.
Onde uma reunião segura seria realizada?
Private meetings are usually held in the floor above. Just use the elevators. I'm afraid that would be a serious fire hazard. And I think it's only fair to warn you that the network security on our doors is state of the art. Then I would say you'd be interested in the Astral Lounge VIP package. For a reasonable fee, our security can be your security.
Olha, que safadeza. Será que a gente consegue? Já tem status VIPs. Ah.
Mr. Stroud is coming to the Astral Lounge. That is interesting. Well, I think we can certainly offer a discounted rate for you, if you were still interested.
Oh, que desconto, hein?
Excellent. Let me just apply that discount we discussed, and done. We do hope your meeting goes to your satisfaction.
Ou seja, a gente vai ter a ajuda da... como fala? A segurança do lugar, caso dê alguma merda. Caramba, você já chega aqui, já pega, já tem um pacote já VIP que você compra pra segurança ficar do seu lado. Se der merda. Caraca. Mas não vai dar merda não.
I heard there's shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together before the place shuts down.
Nossa, bonito, né? Eu também posso fazer isso daqui. Não com isso. Não com isso. Beleza, o gestor aprovado permitirá trancar a porta da VIP um total de uma vez. Ok. E o agendamento. Se a sala for reservada por editado, por favor, fale com Bonnie Morgan sobre conflitos de agendamento.
I never had the patience for computer systems.
Vamos preparar essa reunião. Essa é a melhor possível. Meu Deus. Eu quero dormir hoje. Não quero ter pesadelo não. Vocês vê que demora, porque o personagem ele demora, ele dá umas engasgadas quando acaba de sair de algum lugar pra ele começar a andar. Não é direto assim. Então às vezes ele não vai. Aí fica nessa... Entendeu? É, vocês já terminaram aí o relaxamento?
We're on to something remarkable. Maybe what I've always dreamed of.
I can tell. I can see your mind racing.
I haven't even stopped to ask you.
Se quiser eu posso dar mais um tempinho aí pra vocês terminarem.
The board complains, I assure.
Fazendo um segundo round.
There's the occasional assassination attempt.
So, you don't need anything from me then?
I don't.
Am I just some useless stargazer? You would have better off marrying a hope or a tayo, someone who could be with you at every meeting.
Oh, don't go on about that again. Needing you isn't the same as wanting you. And I'd much rather want my partner than need them. Less complicated.
I know constellation seems to take up so much of my time. But I never stop thinking of you. Wondering what maneuvering you're doing to take over the company and drive me out.
It's how I show my love.
Any luck out there?
Boa. Já sondei tudo pronto, ótimo.
Be on our way then. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation, just in case. Good luck, all of you.
É para excellence. Não vou te esperar não, porque você demora muito. Vai no próximo. Esse personagem demora muito pra andar. É uma raiva.
You're in the vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service.
Por nada. Ó, tá vendo? Ele se transportou pra cá. Eu não quero olhar pra sua cara feia. Quero falar com você. Vamos.
Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them, larger than normal, big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers.
Ramsey e Travers. Cientistas que descobriram o gás não.
Are they?
Sei lá. Ramsey Travers.
Phrases? Under different circumstances, Walter, I think you might have made an adequate smuggler.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
Ok, Ramsey and Travers. Localize. Então, essa daqui tá... Aquela mina ali tá com um negócio enorme. Onde é que ela foi? Caraca, eu perdi ela de vista. Nossa, vai todo mundo entrar com maleta agora. A outra maleta dela sumiu. Nossa, tá todo mundo com maleta agora. Mano, por que as pessoas estão indo numa balada com maleta? Só porque eu tenho que procurar uma pessoa com maleta. Ah, vocês... Gente. Onde é que ele enfiou a maleta?
Hey there.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking?
Vem Conferir Travers.
Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
É ele. Tipo, a bolsa tava... Ele tava paradinho, a bolsa tava enorme. Aí todo mundo tá agora com bolsa. Ele meio desconfiado, irritado até.
Surprising. This is a deal over stolen property, after all. Anything could go wrong. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound?
Ó, e se a coisa desandar?
That's why you're here. Hopefully our combined countenance will be enough, but grabbing the artifact and running is an option. Just do me a favor and treat it as a last resort. I have a reputation.
Eu sei. Eu sei. Né? Última, como fala. Vai entrar? Vambora. Último recurso é... ali. Vamos que vamos.
Quit staring.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous. So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet I'm on.
To assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind, and I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in?
Pegar acionar o fechamento remoto da porta. Pegar artefatos. Seja razoável. Podemos arranjar o dobro assim do nada. Para de perfil, sabemos que você precisa vender logo.
Oh, really? And how do you know that? Who talked?
Does it matter? We know you're in a fix, and we're still willing to buy. For the agreed upon amount.
I got people after me, okay? I can't just settle on what we agreed on. I need more so I can disappear.
That's not our problem. We came here expecting one amount. Now you want another.
You telling me Walter Stroud ain't got the cash? I'll walk out of this booth right now.
Você ainda precisa do dinheiro.
I can get a jump start on the people after me, instead of you all wasting my time.
You'd be on your way already if you just take the money I'm offering you and shut up. What's it going to be? Take or walk?
Faz a sua escolha inteligente, aceite o dinheiro.
You win. Hand over the money. This thing is all yours.
Pegamos o artefato. Foi melhor do que imaginávamos. Não precisamos de segurança, não precisamos acionar a porta. Foi tudo de boas. Caramba, pensei que os dois iam se fundir.
You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah, tá me zoando.
Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
Segurança.
There a problem here?
Yes. This armed thug was trying to steal our belongings.
I'm going to need you to back away from our VIPs. Now.
Fine, but you can't stay in the Astral Lounge forever, Stroud. Nicholas Slayton's already got your number.
Sending armed men into the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
Valeu aí, moça. Foi bom ter contratado. Dava pra gente persuadir também. Ah, mas a gente ia usar alguma coisinha, né? Eu paguei 1000 conto pra ela ficar lá de pé.
Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He squeezed a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
Ah, nem ferrando.
There goes our way out.
Precisamos tirar ele. Como eles sabiam que era o nosso?
Same way everything works on Neon. Money. It's terrible at keeping secrets.
Quem é esse cara?
CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Engines, thrusters. Agreed. Have a talk with the man himself.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make an appointment.
Só espero que não dê merda. Conseguimos entrar para a Huge Industry por enquanto, então a gente já tem mais uma facção. Ótimo, vamos deixar essa facção um pouquinho para depois, pra gente fazer. Mas a nossa missão principal agora é se livrar do antigo dono desse artefato roubado. A gente conseguiu o artefato, só que agora a gente vai precisar se livrar, porque a gente precisa sair daqui. E como a gente vai fazer isso, não sei. Eu espero que a nossa cabeça não esteja prêmio. E se também tiver a prêmio, a gente pode sair fazendo um monte de gente virar XP. Não tem problema não. Ou tem. Mas isso a gente vai ver no próximo episódio. E eu espero vocês lá. Então, se gostaram, deixa aquele joinha que é só clicar, coloca um comentário falando o que você achou, compartilha com os amigos, que é muito importante. Se não for inscrito no canal, de se inscreve e ativa o sininho para receber notificação nos próximos vídeos. Muito obrigado e até o próximo.